All right, so here we go. Engi C. We've gotten 4 wins today. 3 wins today. Yes, 3 wins today, which puts us at 5 in a row. So let's see if this awesome, crazy, dual lasers plus hacking, crazy, awesome OP ship can keep up the good work. So here we go. Let's jump right in. See if we can get one more win on the day. Okay, so we're going to put you over here, you over here. How about a Sector 1 free flak, FTL? Last run was pretty sketchy. Barely broke 5K. Alright, what do you got? Missile and a heavy laser. Okay, let's go ahead and hack your shields. Try to time this. Oh, and you have a teleporter. Yikes. I have to move you over here, I'm pretty sure. Okay, well, we got the value out of that. It's good. Do. Ouch. Ouch, bro. Ouch. Man, first dude had a missile and a mantis border. It's a little rough first fight. One more stream. Yeah, one more whole stream. 24-hour stream, you know. So easy. So easy. You gotta sleep, Batgron. Thanks for the stream. Have a good one. All right, well, thank you for hanging out, my friend. You have a great night. We will see you next time. All right. All right, so we go 1, 2, 3, and hope the store's got long-range scanners or something good. Or a flak or a heavy laser or something I can afford. Okay, well, we have exactly enough for long-range scanners now. It's amazing where people all over the world are watching from. You're watching from Australia. That is cool. Yeah, we have a lot of folks in Europe, I think, because of our time. Europe and Eastern and Western Europe. Because I think I stream when a lot of those folks are just getting home from work and that kind of thing. It's so cool. Micromanagement would drive you insane without pause. Yeah, it's pretty challenging. It's a very different style of play to play no pause. Drone recovery arm. Drone recovery arm, automated reloader, some decent augments, but I'd have to sell this one. Those are both better than this one, but if we run into an enemy with a anti-drone drone, this can hurt us. I honestly think I want to go automated reloader here. Just down to 31 scrap again. Drone recovery arm can be good though, as we just saw last run. If I go drone recovery arm, I can just turn on this beam drone every single fight and not worry about it. Alright, I'm going to go with the drone recovery arm here. Investing heavily in drones today. It seems to have been paying off with this Engi ship. And I am going to get the value point in shields in case we get the event where they get the free shield hack here. You're a big fan of drone recovery arm. I usually don't get it, but on this ship with the 3 drone slots, I think it is very good. God, 2 ships in a row that have boarded us, man. Okay. Okay, didn't get our Corn Bay. It's good. I'm gonna not take that deal. Okay, good. Oh god, you're venting. You are vented. I stream early for the US, you guess, so that's just afternoon, evening in Europe. Yes. It's during the workday in the US. It's because I do this as my job. I use air quotes even though I actually do it as my job. I do it during the workday in the US because that's what makes sense for me. Because usually if I have gigs for singing stuff, usually that's in the afternoons or evenings, so those I want free. That's why I do this as my day job, basically. You're from Canada, Australia, the opposite side of the world, yeah. Okay, alright, so we're trying to save up for a second shield here, or something good at a store. I've already seen one store, so getting another store is not super likely. So I can get 9 if I get through here, so 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it looks like I can get all these. Scottish Pingu, you've been lurking. Looks like the stream has been going well today. It has. It has. Glad to see you, though, my friend. I hope you've been having a good one. So we've had 2 ships with missiles. That's a little early, I think. 2 ships with borders. Okay, well, damn it. Can I dodge? No. God, we've already taken 7 damage this sector already. It's insane. Frickin' missile ships, man. How I hate them. How I hate them. Let me count the ways. 1, they're missiles. 2, they suck. 3, they should kill themselves. Damn, no free extra second reward there. You've been doing some drawing. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Halves the jump. 7, 8. Okay. We scrap away from getting our second shield here. Clone Bay lets us do giant alien spiders. Nice. Since I don't see a store, I'm going to hope this quest isn't a store, because I'm spending my scrap on getting this online. So hopefully now we won't see missile ships every fight, because I actually have 2 shields. Burst laser 2, of course it is. It's a little late. Please hit. Okay, we did get the burst laser offline, so that's good. 100% dodge for this guy so far. 50% on that one. I'm dodging 50% of my shots or more every time. Alright, well that hit his shield at least. There it is. Nice double reward, okay. Okay, let's see what this quest is. I think it was an escort, is that what it was? Damn it. Stupid empty quest beacon, man. That basically became 2 empty jumps, I think, because that damn BS quest of being nothing. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Fight the ship. Only need a single shield here. Ooh, double fire. Nice. Is there any way to actually do something in this quest? Yeah, I think you need bomb or missile. We talked about that one earlier. I forget what it is. Pieboy said, I think that's the one where firebomb lets you bomb their key structures, or any bomb lets you do that. I can't remember 100%. There are some blue options that Rand didn't qualify for. I guess so. I didn't qualify for them. So if this is a store right here, I wouldn't be able to get it. Unless I'm committed to diving Sector 1, which that's a good way to lose a streak, so we're not doing that. Okay, he can't get through my shields. Beautiful. I am actually purposely not going to use a beam drone, even though it would be faster, for more possible dodge and weapon training. So I could kill this guy faster, and I would if he could do damage to us, but since he can't, I'm going to purposely kill him slower. Bum 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 bing bum bing bum 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 bum. I don't think I got any training for it except for weapon, but still. Okay, it's like, isn't it ironic? It's like a free drone recovery arm when you already have a drone recovery arm. Thankfully, this is going to turn into, I think it's 15 scrap, 25 scrap. That actually is pretty nice. So I spent 50 on a drone recovery arm. I think it was slightly better if I hadn't bought the drone recovery arm. But you know what? I can't be sad. Still, really nice reward. Basically made that into a triple reward kind of thing. Yeah, 50% refund we got. Rand Salmahaya confirmed. There you go. You're running. Perfect. Well, good thing we got a triple reward since we got literally almost nothing. 7 scrap from that fight. Wow, so generous, game. 7 scrap? Wow. You know, because 8 would just be too much, really. If you gave me 8 scrap, I wouldn't know what to do with it. But 7, that's just generosity. Your generosity, boundless generosity overflows. All right, 1 damage missile. Damn, he's gonna get 2 shots off, looks like. Because beam drone sucks. Yeah. I think we've taken only damage from missiles this run so far. Well, no, there might have been a chain laser or burst laser that did some damage to us, but it's been almost only missiles as per usual. As per the usual. I get an exit beacon store? I'd love to buy a flak or something. That's not a useful deal at all. Especially with drone recovery arm. No long range scanners for the Nebula. Zoltan can be scary, but I kind of do just want to store right now, so I guess I will go Zoltan controlled. More green sectors on the top of the sector anyway. Top of the map. 7 scrap equals gratitude. There you go. Here's a nickel. Oh, great. I can go do nothing with this. Thanks. Thanks for tipping me a nickel. Alright, so I am just looking for a store right now. Zoltan shields with missiles, man. So hashtag balanced. Nice. I don't think I've dodged any missiles this run yet either. Oh man, that was actually right about to fire. Well done, drone. Well done. You did good. You done good, sir. Stop me from getting 1 extra missile damage there. FTL Influencer will give you exposure on the map. What? Is that like a reward joke or something? I'm not exactly sure what that was. Okay. I got lots of fuel, actually. Small bomb. All right. All right. We'll take that. I'd still like something better, but that's not bad. Don't see any stores down there. I get extra jumps going through the nebula, so we'll go see if we get some stuff here. We got plenty of fuel. Okay, this guy's got a missile, so this guy I will immediately turn this on. Ha ha ha! Get wrecked! Get wrecked! Oh, I love it. Here's a Carl offensive drone. What are our offensive drones? The good ones called? Sarah or something? Way to go, Sarah. You're making a joke about influencers getting artists to give them free work pieces and return exposure on their Instagram feeds. That'd be like an event giving you no scrap but a free map. You're digging deep for that one. You're digging deep. That's what I assumed it meant, but I was like, that's so obscure. I'm gonna ask. Sarah was the one who catches the missiles. Okay. Alright, so we'll call her... she's got a fiery red disposition, so we'll call her Irene. I don't know. Alright, so 1 in 4 loose crew. Nice. Nice. Jessica's good too. I'm gonna go ahead and hack your weapons. No, I'm not. I'm gonna hack your shields. Call her Jolene in respect to the Dolly Parton song. Jolene, 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 Jolene. Caroline? For Gladys, the reference would be nice. Is that a Portal reference? Okay, I am not finding stores. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because we got bombs to sell. It's a pretty good deal. I'll take that one. Caroline was the person who got converted into GLaDOS. Oh, okay. Man, it's been a long time since I've played Portal. Even if there's a store up here, I wouldn't want to do it because it'd be inefficient. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Hope that that's a store. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let us hope that that's a store. Face the pirates. You cannot do damage to me. Beautiful. Do do do. Bum bum bum. The secretary that Cave Johnson was bonking. Okay. I'm waiting for this guy to get through. Okay. Wouldn't the word be boinking? The crude term there, but... Yeah, that's any noise you want to make. Okay. All right, how badonka-donking? Badonka-donking sounds good. Double reward? I'm going to offer to hire him. Oh. Well, I mean, it's a cheap Zoltan. I actually didn't think he ever took you up on that offer, so I didn't think that was going to work. Okay. All right. 40 scrap for Zoltan's 20 cheaper than it would be for buying him at a store, so I'll take that as worth. Bonking is really a word to better describe a clunky car. Yeah. Get your random sound words right. I think there's a term for sound words. What is that? Onomatopoeia, I think. My church director will often say about some of the choral songs we're doing, he wants us to make that word be onomatopoetic. And every time he says it, it's like, I don't know if that's actually a word. It sounds really cool, but I feel like that's not an actual word, onomatopoetic. Maybe it is, but it's so strange every time I hear him say it. Because it's like saying, crash. He crashed into somebody, you know? So, onomatopoetic. It's cool. It's a cool word. Not sure if it's a real word. Johnson actually planned to get uploaded himself, but he was too sick and made Caroline get uploaded. Okay. That's, again, you're talking about Portal still, I guess, huh? Okay. Store? Hey, there's my store. The way they developed Store in Portal 2 is so good. I only played it once, so I guess that's why I don't remember it. Heavy frickin' laser. Let's go, man. This has been the day of heavy lasers, I swear. I swear. Ethan Scrambler, backup DNA Bank. Do you have a horror repair drone or anything? Have backup battery. So now we can have the beam drone be on, then backup battery the hacking and stuff. I think we've gotten heavy lasers every run today. Still no cloaking? Well, I mean, we wouldn't have had anywhere near enough scrap to do that. Demand the surrender of their goods. It's gonna run. Oh, what are you hacking? Shields. Actually, that kind of sucks. Do this. Oh, well, that's on fire. Okay. Oh, God. Spread. If you could have infinite weapons, you'd have all heavy lasers. Okay. Heavy lasers are great. Don't blame you. I'd have all flax, but heavy lasers are close second. Clone Bay do be looking hot today. So hot. It's that damn Clone Bay. So hot right now. I don't have long-range scanners, so let's go to Engi for free stuff. Imagine a flagship that had all augments. No thanks. I don't think I want to imagine that. So hot it catches fire. So hot. Okay, that's the second giveaway fuel thing that we've gotten scrap from. Not bad. Secure. Beautiful. First store to sell some stuff now. 4 damage for 12 scrap. Yeah, as long as the repairs are less than 3, that's worth. And I think in this sector they will still be less than 3. Less than 3 or heart. Oh, a swarm missile. Okay. Well, I like that less than small bomb, so I'll probably sell it, but it's 2 free things before store. Gotta love it. There's my defense drone. Okay. This. There's probably some people who would like that overcharger shield drone, but I am not one of those people. Trying to rescue crew from that fire thing sucks. You've had them fail all the time. Yeah, usually if it fails, it's actually good, because if you fail to save them, you just get free scrap. Free defense drone, next jump now. I could sell 2 things and I could actually get cloaking online here. I think I'm just gonna go with mind control. To me, this ship's weakness actually is boarding more than it is getting overwhelmed with offense. So I'm actually just gonna get the mind control here. So I'm just gonna commit to it early. I should get level 2 hacking. And then next we just need some power. Cloaking though, I know, cloaking is really good. It really is, but I don't know. I like what, wow, this guy's weapons. I like what mind control does for me, man. This ship is pretty weak against boarders. And mind control really helps shore up that weakness. And I just bought defense drones, so it would have been a lot if I'd spent that on cloaking as well. Yeah. Again, nothing but against cloaking, but since you're forced to have drone control on this ship, I feel like my preference on this ship is, if you're going to force me to have that, just get a defense drone and then mind control and have that be your missile defense. So, do I actually want that store? If I had long-range scanners, I would want it. So we will do this and see if we get scrap before there. Cloaking and drone control is an odd combo, yeah. They kind of double up on what they're doing. It's definitely a consideration, for sure. So, wow, okay, there's all the stores. I'd have to sell something to get long-range scanners. If they had them, so I'm going to skip it. Skip the chance for long-range scanners. If only that had been on the previous jump, I would have gone to that store. Okay. Alright. Some extra drone parts in case we were running out. Although we are delivering them for hopefully a reward. Scrap some of the debris, free stuff. Rebel controlled. Alright, so we're looking for another weapon. We're also looking for... Did I sell the small bomb? Why did I sell small bomb? I actually didn't mean to do that. I guess maybe I did that to get mind control and something else, but... I honestly think I just did that automatically for some reason. Shouldn't have done that. It's a useful weapon. I didn't get free defense drones. It was a good buy. There you go. Let's see what he's gonna hack. Okay. Okay, no shields for you. Oh, God. Okay, wow, he really didn't want me to have mind control. Okay. Rand regretting selling the bomb. Yeah, the small bomb is actually good. Small bomb is one of the few missile-using weapons that I fairly consistently will use for certain builds. Am I even, Rand? Am I even? I don't know. Fake Rand. I've been taken over by Chair. Chair loves missiles. What do I think about Breach 2? It's very good, but it's also very slow. So that's the risk versus reward on that guy. It's a rather slow weapon. With pre-igniter, it's amazing. But it's a very good weapon for boarding because it can one-shot clone bays and heal bays. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, let's go down here, see if that's a store. Breach 2 is great late game. Well, my thing with it is also it takes up a weapon slot. So on a 3 weapon slot ship, especially like this one that starts with hacking, which Breach 2 is going to do similar stuff to what hacking's going to do, take out shields. I don't find it super valuable. But it definitely has its place in certain builds. You think Breach 2 is worse than Small Bomb? I don't know if it's worse. I would say situationally worse or better depending on what you're up against. Okay. Why did you leave? Your ship's dying. Oh, I can help them save it. Okay. Oh, you said Breach 1. Yes, I agree. Breach 1 I think is actually worse than Small Bomb. I like Breach 1 because it does only 1 system damage. Sorry, I misread that. I saw the 1 and the I next to each other, and I thought that said Breach 2. One, two, three, 4. Do I want to stress over a chance at a store? Actually, no. I'd rather have more chances to find a store, especially in Rebel sector. If Breach 1 did 2 damage but took a bit longer to load, you'd say it'd be pretty good. Yeah, I could see that. Oh my god, 3 shields? How many do you have here? Okay. Wow. This guy's got kind of an insane ship. Nice. Only I could actually see in your ship and use my thing here. I need nothing to miss, and I need this guy to fail once. Okay. This is probably going to be a long fight, because I probably have to wait for him to run out of missiles here. Because I just need more power. Too slow. Why can't Yanks say tournament instead of tourney? I don't know. Oh, that was good. The one who actually told me to make it tourney is Kassalian, who's German. So, I don't know if that changes that thought at all. I prefer to say tournament, but I feel like a lot of people who are in the competitive scene are used to saying tourney. I don't know. I think Castilian's German. Yeah. This is no longer needed. This fight is annoying. F.U. FTL. Jesus, double defense drones, huh? Okay. Let me wait for my backup battery here. Nice. God, Andy's got a shield back up. Okay, frickin' hell, what an annoying fight that was. Single defense 2 drone man. What is this ship? Yeah, it's the same one we've been playing all day, Dad Life. Oh, the enemy ship is what you're talking about. Okay, yes. Well, I mean, just defense 2 and that many shields. That's one of those stupidly overpowered defensive ships. Okay. Oh, small research station putting out a distress signal. Can I lose crew even with Clone Bay here? I think I need to look this one up. Yeah, there was one with 4 defense drones recently. Small research station putting out a distress signal. FTL, small research station putting out a distress signal. Which one is it? Merchant request. It's this one. No response. Dock. Medium amount. Is this the one with Clone Bay? You get a crew member, human borders. Advanced med. This is the one that takes advanced med bay. Yeah, advanced med bay. Clone Bay doesn't protect me from this one. So there's a chance to lose crew, so we leave it alone. If I had level 2 heal bay, which I hardly ever have. Alright, so we could get a store still over here somewhere. What's your specialty? 15 for piloting? That's a great deal. Well, it's an okay deal. Saves us 5 scrap. Watch this be where the store is. Okay. You are running away. And you have flak 2. Oh, damn, it's too late on that. Ouch. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. You finish your first ship mod, how should you send it to me? Best way is to PM it to me, or whisper it on Twitch. There's a little chat bubble on the top of Twitch. If you whisper it to me with a link to a box, any file sharing site like Google Docs, Google Drive, whatever. I don't know what you're talking about, runs from robots, but if that's a derogatory term, I'd prefer you not to use it. I don't know that term, so that's why I'm not saying it. I don't know if it'd be offensive to some people. Man, there is a store, but I'd have to dive for it. Ignore to tarp. Okay. It isn't offensive? I don't know. I've never heard that term before, so. Okay, that's a nice breach. Mind control you. Who's been wanting the anti-personnel drone all day? Alright, we'll take it. Man, I want to go to that store really bad. I just don't think we can. NG Homeworld is actually my less preferred NG sector to go to. I think I may actually go to Civilian over NG. NGs often have those ships that are similar to that ship we just fought, have lots of defensive drones, which will be pretty annoying to deal with. So I think I'm going to go Civilian here. Well, I feel like I need to do some upgrade right now. What's my longest streak so far, and with which ship? It is, well, when I get to 7 is when I go to a new ship. So I got 7 in a row with the Lanius A, I think. If you type exclamation point tier list, it'll give you a spreadsheet that you can kind of see some of the records I've had on tiers with other multiple ships. If you're talking about like actual hard mode, no pause, random runs like a lot of streamers do, I don't really do that because I get too salty. So yeah, I'm kind of saving up for weapons, trying to find something good, honestly. Not having a lot of luck. Do 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 do. Do do. Do 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 do. Wonder if I could crew kill this. There might be a chance here. How low these guys are getting. Being in a fire, do this and this. That stays on fire. Yeah, I think that might be a crew kill, unless there's somebody else on this ship. Is there still somebody on this ship? I don't know. There must be. Ah, he's repairing the clone bay. Alright. If I had mind control, maybe I could have... Nah, I don't think I could have forced him there. I mean, I have mind control if I'd been able to see him because of having a slug or something. Ah, well. Tiers are definitely the grading system to use. Before Tier A, wins were a very hard one. Tier A seems to be doing very well by comparison, exception being Zoltan C. Yes. So you're saying that is kind of the break point for us having consistent wins is A tier? Yeah, I would agree with that. Get lifeform scanner. There we go. For that one thing I wanted it to be able to see for. Okay. That sentence I just said didn't make hardly any sense. Good doges for him. Oh, that's not where I was hoping you'd end up. I kind of need the fuel, but no. Still hoping for a store so I don't have to buy, or I don't have to take a crap deal for fuel. Free flak would be nice right about now. Yeah. Yeah, it would. I'd even pay for a flak. If there was a store with a flak, that'd be great too. Alright, we got 2 fuel without having to lose scrap on it. Alright, store. I need just, like any decent weapon. How about no weapons? Combat drone I'd take right now too. Since I have the mind control, I think I'm gonna just sell this guy. Mind control helps deal with borders pretty well. What's up, Cruel Angel? Pretty sure free flak would be nice anytime. That's right. Unless you're just completely full on flax. That means all weapon slots and all cargo. Then it'd be a waste, but... Hey, 200 bits from Kilrathy. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate it. I wonder if I should buy a rock dude. Ooh, another store, though. Rock would be pretty nice. I think I will buy a rock dude. How close is my Engi to being pilot trained? He's pretty close, so we're going to put you on. Doors for now. We'll move you to sensors later once we get a silly device. Double store Hypoo, that's right. How's it going, Cruel Angel? Pretty good. Our streak is alive. And if that's happening, I'm doing pretty good. This final run's gonna take us pretty late in the day. So I'll be pretty tired after this for sure, but good day of runs so far. Fight the ship. Mind control to kill your friend. Good dodge. Damn it. Also very good dodges for him. Fucking hell, man. How many defense drones have I had shot down today by bullshit like that? I don't even know. Too many, though. Nice. Good dodge. Nope, no deal. Make sure I'm not venting my crew here. You just like hearing the music that plays when bits apply? Oh, okay, nice. I'm glad you like it. You don't mind? You had a rough day today, so you'll relax to my stream. Nice. Alright, store. Come on, weapon. Just a weapon. Get a weapon or a combat drone. Alright, burst laser 1's not bad. Automated reloader is pretty useful, too. Keep the beam drone. It's not an amazing weapon, but it gets us extra shots, and that's what we need right now. Thinking about selling the beam drone. Yeah, with that laser, I think I'm not in as much need of this for sure. And then we can get automated reloader here. And fuel. And that's looking good. Pegasus is a good missile if we're wanting to use a missile, but I just never want to use a missile, so. Drone recovery arm, I'm going to probably hold on to this for another sector or two. If we get enough drone parts, I can just get rid of it. Because it is definitely kept us flush on drone parts so far today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yes. Business is erratic, so it's been draining on you. I can understand that, my friend. Mind control. Okay, didn't hit my weapons. Perfect. That's how I feel after most FTL streams, honestly. Just really drained because of how intense the games can be and how active chat is to try to keep up. I mean, repair arm is not my favorite augment, but this is actually a really good deal, so I'm going to take it. Because I can sell that for scrap. It'll take a little bit of scrap away until I get to sell it at a store, but it's basically like cheap repairs. 4, 5, yeah. Okay. Attack the ship. If you do this, there's a chance you don't get a fight. And I want to fight. I want to fight you, sir. You want to fight? Fight me. Wait, actually, if Scottish Pingo's here, you might actually get that reference, because that's from, I think that's actually a Police Academy thing, isn't it? The guy who does all the voice stuff. Oh, crap. He's making fun of dubbed movies, I think. Holy crap. Wow, that was painful. Who's that guy who does all the voices in the Police Academy movies? I forget his name. But he has this whole thing where he's like, you want to fight? Fight me. Is that right? Am I remembering that reference? Is it 10% rounded down it takes? I think so. Winslow, that's the guy. Yeah, I think it's Winslow. What augment you won't accept in a surrender? Probably none, because augments plus scrap are almost always more scrap than you would get from just killing them for their scrap. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I kind of just need power right now. Just get 2 power, and then we might get 3rd shield if I don't see a store here. I've already seen 2 stores, so I probably don't see a store here. All right, big giant missile. Well, I mean, I wouldn't accept it if we're full on augments, possibly. Yeah, that might be the only other time. Oh god, stunner. It's gonna... Okay, that could actually be an issue. Stun me in the... Stun your own crew! Stun your own crew for that. Wow, we actually lose this fight? Okay, good. My favorite and least favorite augments. Favorite, probably long-range scanners. Least favorite... like hacking stun or something like that. One of the most useless in my opinion. Let's go level 2 Clone Bay here. For more heals and value point a bit. Crystal Vengeance? Nah, Crystal Vengeance is equal to 40 scrap. And it's free on all. It comes with free purchase of any crystals ship. So, sells for more like hacking stun and stuff, so find it probably more useful than that. Oh god, this guy's offense is actually insane. And he's running. I'm gonna try to shoot 3 different rooms here. Well, he dodged. Okay, we pulled a pilot. That's the main thing. Nice. No dodges there. Do. Ouch. Nice. Your bet was on the explosive replicator? No, I don't find that useless because if I was forced to use missiles, it'd be the best augment. So that, there's a situation where I find that useful. I can't think of a single situation where I would go, oh, hacking stun would be good here. Can you? Like, if you're gonna board in shields and try to use hacking stun to stun their crew to like vent them with Lanius borders, that's such a niche situation that I don't think I'd ever want to do that. Hacking stun just seems completely worthless to me. If it didn't stun your own crew, it wouldn't be crap. But the fact that it stuns your own crew means I can't think of a situation where it's useful. The only reason Rand doesn't use missiles is because they run out. Yeah. So, explosive replicator helps for that issue. So. Okay. Micro strats with hacking stun. Yeah, maybe there's some micro strats with it. I don't know. I'm actually going to go all in on weapons to get all of his weapons offline. Beautiful. That guy dodged nothing. Like, the only strat that I can think of with hacking stun is, like, 2-man Lanius boarding. Board into, like, a 4-person room, like shields. Get 4 dudes in there if you can. 4 enemy dudes, I should say. And then, once they are, lock them in while hacking stun. That's just like, it's a slow way of doing things that you can kill them much quicker with other strats. Just doesn't seem like there's anything good. Oh man, that Sector 6 abandoned. Okay. Yeah, way too niche to be worth, 100%. Right, well, we better get 3rd shield. I probably honestly should have level 3 hacking, but... Can I afford it? We have mind control and we have this guy. Man. Yeah, I better do this. I better do this. I don't think they'll have 4 shield ships, but it's Sector 6 abandoned, so I don't think it's out of the question that they could. Mind control worth its salt here? Yeah, really is. Okay, free borders. Kill your friends. Come on in and get vented. I should probably actually get the door upgrade too, honestly. Scooby dooby doop doop. Scooby dooby doop doop. Scooby dooby doop doop. Come on in to the venting. Oh. Oh, don't vent my dudes. There. Stun them and vent them. That's the cultured way. Alright. Advanced FTL navigation is the one you were thinking of. That one's bad, but there are still some, again, niche situations where it would be useful. You have no scrap. You have an early store that you go to. You happen to get some kind of delay that you need to get back to that store. You know, there are some small niche situations where that's useful. I just can't think of any where hacking stun is actually good. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, yeah, we can get all our jumps over here. Okay. That's the third drone recovery arm. What? I bought one. Buy one, get two free. That is the second one. That is the second time I've gotten a free drone recovery arm. Rip. No, still 25 scrap. I'll take it. And I'll take it. I'd really love a store so I could sell this repair arm that we have, though. Oh, there's 4 shields. Okay. Alright, we got a map. Nice. Okay, planets.asb. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do I want a store right now? Yes, because I have this, and this to sell. We have 31 drone parts. I think we're at the point where I can sell drone recovery arm. So, if I think this is always a Lanius bomber, I shouldn't go to this fight, right? I should probably go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have chance at ship fights that are less likely to be Lanius bombers. Even though the ASB helps you, I think it's always going to be a Lanius bomber there. Hacking, stun, plus firebomb beam. Yeah, so it's a very niche build, but, you know. Maybe it'd be good. I've never tried it. It just doesn't sound very good. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay, we got the mind control offline. This guy doesn't have cloaking, so that's nice. Should I take this surrender? No, you got no shields. We're gonna greet it. Good dodge. His weapons are actually fairly weak for a bomber. 0 damage, Lanius bomber fight, man. Nice. Yeah, I mean, it's a build we could try one day if we want to challenge ourselves. Some sort of fire starting weapon, hacking, and a stun, hacking stun augment. It just does not sound good. It sounds slow is what it sounds like. It's like a really, really slow way to get crew kills, and would be useless against Lanius and rock dudes. I mean, there's so many situations where that wouldn't even work, too. So... whenever you click no surrender, you always imagine that Avengers scene where the guy is like, no surrender! Okay. Try to use them to delay the rebels? Nice! Okay, I get an extra jump. So maybe I can hit this now. Even though I think will be a possible Lanius bomber. Still an extra ship fight. Okay. Kill your friends, please. These weapons actually time out, don't they? Yeah, they do. So I take 1. Ooh, not quite. Beautiful. Okay. Can I crew kill this? mind control, maybe? With that fire going out. Nah. Hacking stun, stun bomb, 2 times Lanius, fire beam, and anti-bio beam. There's a build. There's a meme build for you. First laser 2 incoming, you think? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, well I want to get level 2 doors, but I'm going to wait till we get to the store before I spend any more scrap. Free borders. Gotta say, the mind control has really been good this run. Look at that Engi Zoltan anti-boarding party. Way to go. Fire beam plus Lanius doesn't seem that good to you? No. No, it's a meme. That was definitely a meme joke. Meme joke! Although fire beam does do crew damage, right? So wouldn't be completely worthless. Mind control's so good it is. I love mind control. Alright, let's see if the store's got anything good. Let's see here. Repair arm, go away. Boarding drone, go away. Hull laser 2's not bad. Laser 2, I like it better than burst laser 1 at least. What sector are we in? We're in sector 6, right? 31 drone parts should be plenty. I'm gonna go ahead and sell drone recovery arm. I'm wondering if I did hull laser 2, if I put it in for heavy laser instead. Because it just gives me more projectiles. We're doing it, I'm just not sure where we're putting it yet. Because I need 2 upgrades, which we could definitely do. Sell heavy laser. And that would be me keeping a burst laser 1 over a heavy laser 1, which often I wouldn't do, but with this ship and its limited 3 weapon slots, I think that's actually slightly better. Next jump, free hull repair. Alright, let's see here. So let's go ahead and do that and sell the heavy laser. Automated reloader makes this charge a little faster, which helps with the a bit with the weakness of that weapon. Let's get fuel and let's get repairs. Not repairs. Power. Okay. All right. Weapon system slightly slower, but more oomph. Didn't I want to do doors? I did want to do doors. You're right. You are right. God, look at this guy's weapons. God. Okay. Oh God, they're following him around. Why would you do that? Thank you for the follow, whoever it was. I will check that in a second. Oh God. ASB, do some work. Yeah, nice. Hit him in the shield. Beautiful. Okay. Oh, free repair. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I didn't have enough scrap for doors after I did all the power upgrades. I honestly kind of forgot as I was in the store. Okay. I think I need to do this. Problem is, it reverses the order I want to do. I guess we go. This is the one we most likely want to have offline. So we go 3, 2, 1 with our firing of our weapons here. Okay. Well, I gotta say, I probably fought more Lanius bombers today than I have in the last like 3 months. 2 shields. You know, let's do this. So I can do this. Mind control you. Alright, no weapons for you, bro. Wonder if I'll be able to get more drones? It's not really high on my priority list. You mean drone parts or actual drones to use? I got rid of my drone recovery arm, so I don't have infinite drones anymore. Is it all from unavoidable abandoned sectors? Have we had 2 or 3 abandoned sectors? Well, I had the choice previously to have 2 different jumps that one could lead to a forced abandoned. So, yeah, kind of. On the earlier run, I chose to go in Engi, even though I knew there was going to be a forced red, which I said might be a forced abandoned, and it ended up being, so. Yeah, a bit, I think. Is actual drones I can use? Well, we might. Wow, okay. Yeah, I'll take a cheap Lanius. Well, I don't know if I've ever seen that deal. Offering a cheap Lanius? Is that a thing? That event to hire cheap crew I didn't know was in the abandoned sector where it could be Lanius. Okay, well that gives me silly device. Okay, I was not expecting that. I don't know if I've seen that before. Offering the, what is that called? The mercenary event? So getting a Lanius for 31 scrap or whatever? No, that wasn't Translator. Translator is 40 scrap. That was just, here's 2 Lanius mercenaries. One's cheap, one's expensive. Lanius teleport raiders incoming. Nah, no room for teleporter. We've already got all our systems filled. I am learning all new things about abandoned sectors. I really am. Okay. Scoo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Nice. Needed every single one of those shots. Okay, good dodge on the ion bomb. Well, this is the first Steve of the day. Steve! That wasn't even a, like, he didn't shoot it in time. He just missed. It's just, yeah, I got it. Bam! Oh, it's a, oh, whoops. I meant to, sorry, boss. Yeah, you're fired. Get out of here. Oh my god. Completely worthless. Completely worthless, bro. Stormtrooper drones, right. Steve the Stormtrooper. Yeah, it's a great deal. Power right now for not scrap is awesome. Store could still be like a flak instead of the burst laser one, so yeah, we do want to check that out. You have 4 shields, so I have level 3 hacking for your face, while we mind control your pilot and destroy your shields, hopefully. Nice. Some extra doges here. Looks like we got Carl this time. Way to go, Carl. You keep that missile from doing any stuff, like hurting my face. Beautiful. I could have shot his empty room here to finish him off quicker, but it's fine. Totally did it on purpose to get more weapon training by shooting our weapons more times. I'm gonna actually do one more complete volley for the training. Oops. No face blocks, Carl. That's right. Don't block it with your face. I like your face right the way it is, not getting in the way of missiles. This is why my control synergizes better with this ship. Yeah, I think so. Just the fact that it helps deal with borders, because borders I think is the main weakness of this ship a lot of the time, unless you just get really lucky with free crew. All right, we're saving our scrap for the store. Yeah, hull laser, double fire, and breach. That's why it's an upgrade from the heavy laser. Heavy laser 1, not heavy laser 2. I like heavy laser 2 over hull laser 2, but damn it, I got distracted by that. Wait a sec. I don't think it got destroyed. It did get destroyed. Okay. Okay. Hold on a second. Okay, come on. There it is. There it is. And I was at 31 drone parts last sector. I'm already down to 22. Frickin' Steve, man. Frickin' Steve. So frickin' worthless, man. Damn, we haven't had Steves all day. They just had to show up today. Or this final run. Well, just block all my shots, why don't you? We almost have a crew kill here. Well, except he has clone base, so not really. Whoo, that was over 100 scrap from that reward. I need to tell this defense drone buy a new one. Did a head spin while watching that missile fly by? It was just the angle. That one he didn't miss. He just fired too late because of the angle coming on this side and where he was. He looked and then he had to turn to change the angle. It was just honestly bad RNG for that one. Oh, you weren't asking. You said he did a head spin. Yes, he did a head spin and then failed to hit it in time. Alright, let's check the store before we spend our scrap. Yeah, I'll take extra drone parts. We don't need that much fuel anymore getting to the end of Sector 7. What do you got? There's a new one I could get. I'm not doing that. Combat drone. I don't have the drone recovery arm anymore. I do have a lot of drone parts, but don't love it. I think I might just get an extra rock dude here. Extra anti-boarding. Have him hang out on this side of the ship. Crap stores crap, yeah. Okay. We've got another chance. It's inefficient. But I am going to do it because this is a chance that... Basically, I want to replace this burst laser 1 if I can. Counter that. Hack this. Alright, well, if you're gonna firebomb anybody, firebombing one of my rock dudes is the best. Nice. Perfect dodges to not take damage there. Okay, that's a good dodge. Those are not good fires. Wow, really good dodges, man. Really stinking good dodges. Way to go, Aisha and Remo. Pulling the clutch dodges, man. We're going to be able to dive this sector as well since the exit beacon's in a nebula. Don't like a combat 1? How about a combat 2? How about a flak? That's what I'm looking for. That right there, straight upgrade. Okay. Alright, let's get my doges and my doors. I've been putting those off. And that's where it's hiding. The last store before the exit in Sector 7. That's where it was. Can you be Remo? Sure. Sure, fine. Even though this is literally going into the last sector. Azor. Okay. Alright, so 5th dodge and 4th shield are the two things we're looking for. We're looking to go like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then dive it back to hopefully get more scraps. Let's go ahead and do this. Okay. Weapons have all been late runs today. They have, I mean, except for heavy lasers. We've been getting heavy laser 1s beginning of our runs all day. Cloak running away. Screw you too, bro. Screw you too. Gotta fire everything at piloting on this to keep him from getting out. Level 3 cloaking, running away, 4 shields. What a balanced run. Balanced strategy. Alright, there we go. We breached it too. What? How? How do I have a fire in my weapons room? What the hell caused that? Was it a missed missile? Are you a piece of shit? Or did a chain laser get through? It's chain laser. We're dodging jack crap is what's happening now. Just bragging about my dodges, then I got none left apparently for this ion. Christ. Yeah, single chain laser double fire. Alright, it's fine. Stupid and annoying, but it's fine. It's a civilian, so actually, I get a lot of jumps here. Yeah, I get 4 before I dive. Okay, so we're gonna greed this out. We don't know that there's gonna be... Oh, fuel. Damn it. I would do that if I had long-range scanners and knew there was fights, but I have to go 1, 2, 3, and then have enough fuel to get out, so... I can't dive as much as I want. No, I'm not going to hope for fuel. If there are a bunch of empty jumps, then we're kind of screwed. Do. Risk it for the biscuit? No, we're not risking a 6th win in a row on running out of fuel and being stuck in a nebula dive over and over with the boss. That's too greedy even for me. Manually search. Nice. You are shield trained and engine trained. Let's just put you on this side of the ship, I guess. 6 in a row, damn, didn't notice that in the title. Yeah, we're at 5 in a row right now, so we're going for our 6th, I believe. I think so. Am I right? I think that's right. Yeah, we've done 3 today. We already had 2, so this will be our 6th in a row. Math with Rand. For the dive, do I want to do anything? We have enough power for everything, so I'm not going to do anything for the dive here. 6 in a row, and you can't even do stealth with glaive beam. Well, stealth B is one of the tougher ships in the game, so. Where are they? They're down here. This is looking like a clean dive, should be. Let's get really bad dodges. Okay. Yeah, get off my ship, please. Alright, everybody's low health. We might need to vent some dudes. But we have a couple of empty jumps here. We got jump to the last stand, and then another jump to heal up. Score farming? No, I'm not score farming. Okay. Alright. Hey, well, at least one... Almost 3 forced repairs. This is one of the weirdest final sectors I've ever seen. Okay. I hope I get enough scrap to actually get 4th shield. If we don't, that could actually be pretty bad. Repair stations are free scrap, but they're not a lot of free scrap. Does score even matter? I mean, if you're farming for it, sure. Not something we do very often here. I should have mic controlled earlier there. Right, keep it up, Carl. Keep it up. I believe in you. Very nice. You're vented. Sorry about that, bro. Nice. Get the burst laser 3 offline and 0 damage fight. Very nice. Feels like this run has been pretty quick. Yeah, fairly quick run, I would say. I knew that was going to happen. All right, well, no repair stations for me then. I don't need repairs, I just need scrap. I actually was kind of assuming that was going to happen. When I moused over this, I didn't actually see this line here, so... I'd honestly rather find a store because we have a missile to sell than go to the repairs that are not going to have a lot of value for us. We have plenty of drone parts. And the scrap gains from repair stations are lower. Dolphin flip there. Oh, that guy had some pretty good doges. That timing on that shot was a little off. Mind control you. Boom, boom. Beep, boo. Have a breach and a double fire on your weapons. How does that feel? Doesn't feel very good, does it? Eat it. Eat it, you filthy humans. Oh, we almost have a crew kill here. I don't think it's happening, though. Yeah, his ship's burning down. Scrap gains are higher if you have enough time. True. Like, there's a 58. Thankfully, we were not out of time that fight. Okay. So, need another 32 scrap. We'll have the force shield. We'll still need power, but without cloaking, force shield to me is almost a must because of phase 2 drone overcharge phase. Do you prefer fights in last sector instead of repair spots, but then again you don't play on no pause? Well, to me that's again situational, Mace Dizzle. There are times when I'm low on drone parts where I kind of am counting on getting at least 1 or 2 repair stations. But we had a drone recovery arm from Sector 1 this run. So drone parts, even though I sold it Sector 2 ago, have not been an issue. God damn it. Thank God for that dodge. Shitty game. I'm not going to get another drone up yet because, yeah, I think we get the missile offline. Jesus. So annoying. A shot we dodged killing a defense drone. There's not a lot more trollier in the entire game than that. Something good happening to you, causing something bad to happen. Dodging a burst laser shot kills your defense drone, which lets a giant missile through. Such max trolliness. Okay. Thankfully, we dodged the missile, though. Alright, so if I went down this way we'd be forced into a dive there, so let's go up here. I know, that damn face block, but he didn't even face block it. It was a shot that was dodged, so I wouldn't even call that a face tank. It's more of a face plant more than anything else. Don't face plant, bro. That's gonna cancel my thing here. That's okay. It's an intended feature. It's not a bug, it's a feature. Intruder's annoying. It's annoying. It's not a big deal. Well, I'll have all that time. This has the songs around a put a thumb. Blah, blah, blah. There you go. There's your not enough time commands, everybody. There it is. You hate it more than boarding drones? Iron Intruder? Yeah, me too. He thought the goal of the game is to catch the missile, so he had your back there. Okay. Okay. 51 scrap, so we're just looking for power now to have our defense drone online. And if we get one more scrap gain jump here, we will have everything except the value points that I want. I'm just gonna vent you guys, not even fight him. Who needs to fight when you can vent? Oh wow, his flak almost distracted for the missile. That would have been pretty good play by him if that had worked. Wow, he got through with the flak and the burst laser 3 when I had 4 shields. Wow, man, just... I must have had really crappy dodges. Just flak showing how OP it is, I guess. Ha! Shield charge. You know what? That's not a bad augment for the boss fight, honestly. Especially for phase 2. Might be able to snag repair. If I do, I'm going to get to the boss fight a little late, but I can if I want to. Means I wouldn't be able to run away if he hacks my weapons. So we probably let the weapon hack or the hack through and just hope it doesn't hit weapons. And if it does, we're screwed. I'm only missing 1 health. I think I would rather give myself a running away opportunity if he hacks my weapons than get the repair. So I'm going to skip that. The only thing we'd be able to get for that would be semi-useful would be like a value point in mind control or sensors for the scrap we'd get. So I just don't think it's worth. All right, I'm going to let this hack through. Please, not my weapons. Perfect. I will take an O2 hack all day, day. Oh god, except that my guys are getting vented. Well, wow. Well, so much for me having any O2 this fight. Everybody hold your breath. Turn on Clone Bay here. Because somebody's dying, that's for sure. Nice. It's a crew kill. It's dead, I think. Okay. This is late, isn't it? Okay, we hit it though. Okay. Not the greatest phase 1 ever. Those missiles were not getting dodged. Now if I get the repair, I'd 100% get it, but I'd have to dive through a jump, I think, unless I'm really lucky with the takeover pattern, this final sector. Higher O2 level equals more O2 drained. No, it doesn't. Higher hacking on O2 equals more O2 drained. You know, it'd be cool if sensors was a sort of counter to sensors where it could lower the time enemies could stay cloaked depending on the sensor level. Oh, that would be interesting. Yeah, that's what I was assuming there. Okay. Okay, value point there or value point in drone control. Let's do this one because if we get this before phase 3, that'll be ideal. So if he does board me in any of these non-Lanius rooms, we have 2 rock dudes to fight the boarding drone. Long range scanners equals no cloaking. Yeah, that would be a little OP though, honestly. That O2 snipe was rough. At least they can't hack broken systems. Well, honestly, if they hack O2 and then shoot it, they're not hitting weapons, they're not hitting shields, they're not hitting engines. I'll take it. Since I have Clone Bay to revive anybody who dies. Low on my list of things to be actually worried about in the boss fight. Alright, hopefully shield charge boosters that we got for free earlier will give us some value with shields coming back up faster for drones and stuff. Okay. I'm gonna actually go for... let's go for missiles. Wow, that was insane dodges. Congratulations. Okay. Pretty good dodges. Yeah. One of his drones face blocked. Okay, still a pretty good phase 2 so far. Can I get any more crew kills? Man, these dodges. You have nobody on fucking piloting. How are you dodging this much? Give me a break, game. Trying to get another crew kill or two here before the end of the fight. Nobody on piloting. He's dodging over 30% of my shots right now. What the actual fudge-tastic is happening here? Wow, that was stupid. He didn't have anybody on piloting for about 2/3 of that fight, and he was dodging over 2/3 of my shots. Yeah, if a system is broken, it can't be hacked. I mean, if it's completely broken, if there's zero, if O2 has one damaged thing and one repaired thing, it will be hackable. But if both of them are down, you can't hack it. If that's the discussion that's being talked about there. Alright, there's that value point. It's Sex Panther. 60% of the time, it works every time. Shields are almost insta-charged. I think shield charge booster was actually huge during the drone phase there. We couldn't dodge any missiles to save our life, and they were dodging everything, but I think the shield charge booster was huge. They can't attach it if it's broken already. I think they can attach it, yeah, they just won't be able to do anything. Okay, that's another run today where we bugged it out where they don't somehow they didn't board us. Although last time we did this, then ran away, and then they did board us. So we'll see here. There, we're through. Okay, that's really good. All right, we should be good here unless we get some crazy bad missile hits. We got a frickin' Carl for the final phase. Nice. Bum, bum. Dodged one missile, he shot the other two down. Woo! Oof. Some good dodges. We got a little bit bad dodge there. If I can get this missile offline, that'd be perfect. No. He still has 1,000,000% dodge no matter what we do. It's fine. It's fine. There we go. Death by hole laser to your empty room. GG cookie time. 6 in a row with the Engi C. I really think hacking is the determining factor in these ships tier, a lot of them, because this is just so strong. Hell yeah, I just got back with KFC. Cheat day since it's your last shift of the set. Nice. The door should still be locked if hack system is broken. You heard on the other stream that O2 is hackable and will drain oxygen. AI don't do it because most systems don't. Yeah, you can do that, but the O2 system has to not be completely broken for you to be able to hack it and drain their oxygen. All right, let's check that final score. 53-31. 53-31, not bad. 514 bits from Nietzsche. Thank you, my friend. 41 ships defeated, 100 beacons explored, 1734 scrap collected. I think that was probably our best crew hired that run. I think I actually hired 2 or 3 extra crew in stores. All right, that is 6 in a row on Engi C. Next time we play, which will be next Wednesday, we'll be going for our 7th win to see if we can get only our 2nd ship with the perfect streak. Engi C being the only other one that we've gotten so far. When did I hire 22 in a run? Do I remember what ship it was? No, but a lot of these, like, highest things ever, you have to take with a grain of salt because we've done a lot of stuff in modded FTL. So there are mods that we've had where they're like events that give you extra crew, or in Multiverse there are some other mods that are like augments that let you just get free ghost crew and stuff like that. It might have been on a legit run, but most likely it wasn't. Most likely it was a modded run. So some of these rewards I know are from legit runs. Like I think Sophia Most Repairs was like an NGB Forever Alone run or something like that. Most combat kills could have been from like a, you know, maybe a Mantis B run. But it's, with how much I've played, I just, who knows? Who knows? But all right, 6 in a row. This is a good day. We got 4 wins today. I gotta say, playing on the higher tier ships makes me less salty when I don't get quite so wrecked. So, really nice. This Friday, we're gonna check out Loop Hero for the first time. So no FTL this Friday, even though I had been doing it the last two weeks. The salt levels have gotten too high for me with the extra FTL day. So we're gonna play a new game on Friday. So if anybody's interested in watching checking out some Loop Hero, it's like a what do you call it? Kind of a dungeon crawler indie roguelike, I guess. Pretty interesting little game. Tomorrow we'll be playing some more Dyson Sphere, but tomorrow's going to be a late short stream because I do have to sing tomorrow. So, but my friends, I hope you all enjoyed. This has been a great stream. We had some ridiculously overly generous people today. Thank you for anybody who watches the stream and anybody who supports the stream financially. You go way above and beyond with your bits, the follows, subs, the gifted subs, the amazing donations today. You all are amazing. You know, I wouldn't do this if it weren't for you awesome people, and I love you awesome people because of how awesome you are. So I've had a lot of fun. I hope you guys and girls and peoples have a great rest of your day. I'm going to end with one final 60-second word of ads, and I'm going to head out. So you all have a great rest of your night. Peace out, happy gaming, and I will see you all next time. You all rock. Later, my friends.